All right, everyone. Hi. I'm so excited that I'm here. All right, I am getting the sound and the camera ready for you guys. So I know you may be experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty with me. But what's up, everybody? It's Allyson Byrd. I'm so glad that I'm here. Hang on one second. All right, so you should see me. And I know that you've been seeing the presentation slide. I know some of you have had a little bit of technical difficulty, but it's okay because you're here now and I'm here and we're here together. And so technology is beyond amazing when it works, and it wasn't working amazingly well for any of us this morning, but guess what? That happens. And guess what else? That's okay. I mean, it really is okay, because guess what? You're still here. I'm still here 20 minutes later, but it's all good. So what's up, everybody? I see you guys jumping on. I see all the viewers. Makes me happy. And I got to tell you, my coffee went cold with me going through this whole thing. And I'm like, man, I had a good hot cup of coffee going. So let me check with my team. Ryan, if you'll be so kind as to text me, just make sure that you can see that everything is golden. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that I'm going to go back and forth between screens. And I want to make sure you can see that. So you can see this. And for all of you that are live with us right now, if you know anyone that's having trouble actually logging in and being able to view, they just want to go to www.livewithallyson.com and they can secure just a secondary registration there. So, it's not going to stop you. If you guys are having any challenges, go to livewithallyson.com. We're also running a private thread inside of our Money Mover group. So you guys want to go to www.moneymovementlive.com. And you really don't need to post again and again and again that you can't get through. If you know anyone or you see anyone that's posting that, just give them the Live with Allyson link. Christy's on right now trying to catch that and make sure that there are no breakdowns there. All right. All right, so I'm just going to check into the group as well and just make sure. All right, everybody said it. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Susan. Hi, Jewel. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Daya. Hi, you guys. Hi, Susan. We got multiple Susans on. Hi, Mary. Hi, Stephanie. Glad that you're here. What's up, everybody? I see you on, Erica. I'm glad that you're here. Hi, Willie. I'm so glad that you are here. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for being here and for being on. I'm so excited. So while we're just making sure that everybody's jumping in, jumping on, I can't tell you how much this proves a fabulous point for me in regard to using multiple platforms. Because when I tell you what I'm going to share with you today about Facebook Live is that Facebook Live is so much easier than something like this. So for those of you that have ever put on a massive production like this, where we're having thousands of you that have confirmed, thousands of you that will watch this replay, at the end of the day, right now, everybody's trying to get on. And guess what? If this were Facebook Live, you guys would have one link, one moment, you would be on just like that. And so this proves a fabulous point of how grace-filled, simple, and easy Facebook Live can be. So two things. Number one, if you're on and you know someone that is trying to get on, please share with them livewithallyson.com. If you are not a part of our Money Mover group, go to moneymovementlive.com. That's where we're running our thread today. We're going to have a rocking and rolling time. You guys are used to me being on Facebook Live with you, and today's formula is very, very different. So I want to make sure that you're engaged. We've got some different elements that go with it. Now, let me give you one other, I guess I would say, direction. If you know someone that may not have downloaded the guide and gone through the process of being on today, that's okay. This is a private invitation for those of you that took action with us. And what do I always say, guys? I always say that the universe rewards those who take action. The universe rewards those who take action. And so thank you for taking action. And guess what? Because you took action, you get to invite others into taking action with you. So if there are 3 people that you know, listen, I'd love for you to be on. I'm learning how to rock my lives and make more money with Allyson Byrd. Share livewithallyson.com. You can share on Twitter. You can share in private messaging. However you want to share that, get 3 more people on, because in this community, we don't grow alone. Yes or yes? You guys know that I have one of the highest commitments to sharing and collaboration. I love what my friend Dr. George C. Fraser says in his book, Click. He says, when we are individuals and we live an individualized life, 1 + 1 = 2. But when we have a collaborative mindset, 1 + 1 now equals 11 because of the expansion of influence that 2 leaders can have. 2 leaders can now take us to 9 additional leaders, and we can find ourselves standing shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, belly to belly. And so let's not be alone today. Let's make sure that we invite other viewers on with us, because at the end of the day, I'm sharing with you one of the most influential processes that can absolutely transform and transcend how you're doing business today. It can bring a measure of grace. ease, simplicity, and tremendous value. So if you're up for that, I want you in the group right now, and I want you using the hashtag roll call, and I want you using the hashtag rock my live. All right, so let me just show you guys. I want you to jump over to the group right now. As you guys know, everywhere you are my co-host. And so the first thing that I want you to post is roll call, hashtag rock my life. Let me rock my life. Let me know that you're here. And then I want you to post an affirmation. And this affirmation I want you to post is, I can and I will pursue all of my dreams. I can and I will pursue all of my dreams. Let me say something to you. You're used to me being on live. You're used to me being your pep rally queen. And today I'm really shifting from that position of being a rah-rah leader into being a success mentor that's inviting you to take action to transcend your current reality. I want you to hear me one more time. I am shifting from being that rah-rah, hey, let's have fun, let's jump on live, press 1 for this, press 2 for this. Are you an OGer? Are you this? You all have met me on Facebook Live, or you've seen me somewhere and continue to follow me through Facebook Live. And now I'm inviting you into something that is going to ground your business success. I have a serious mission and a high commitment to being able to support you today. And so I want you to listen to all of what I've invited you to do. Number one, I've invited you to consider 3 people that need you. They need you to be an unapologetic stand, and they need you to invite them to this, and they need you to say, move your ass and let's get serious about how we create fortune and legacy and goodness and greatness in our business. Come on, guys, wake up. It's a wonderful, extraordinary, beautiful day here in Texas. For some of you, it's the middle of the night. For some of you, it's the middle of the afternoon. We have people from all across the globe. And what I want you to do is to know that we can influence society in a powerful way when we make a stand. So if you're in Ireland, if you're in Africa, if you're in India, if you're in London, if you're in Germany, if you're in Canada, if you're in Mexico, if you're in North America, invite the people that you have influence over, and invite them by sharing livewithallison.com, and they can quickly get registered. They won't grab the freebie right then, so they can kind of reverse engineer that later, but they can at least be on with us. All right, next thing, why do I have you posting affirmations? Well, the next affirmation that I have you post is, there are no limits to the amount of wealth I can own. Hashtag rock my life. The reason is, what I'm about to share with you is going to sound so simple, so easy. And the reality is, many of you are stuck in the complexity of life. And when you are stuck in the complexity of life, when someone shares something that's grace-filled and easy and formulaic, listen, business is formulaic. Success leaves clues, and so many of you are missing legendary clues because you're stuck in the minutia of confusion. What I'm going to share with you is going to bring simplicity and change how you view success for yourself, how easy you can attract an audience, how simply you can convert that audience into being paid clients for you, that you're going to look at me and go, Allyson, that's bull. And you know what? I don't believe you. And you're going to count yourself out of an opportunity that could accelerate your success, Susan, that could accelerate your success, Myra, that could transform how you do and live life, Roger. And the things that you want ultimately for your new reality, you could miss them today because you think business should be harder. But platforms like Facebook are making it easy and simple. And I'm going to show you how. And the reason that I'm having you do affirmations is, I need to get you out of stinking thinking that labors you and keeps you in a labor-based lifestyle that doesn't allow monetization, automation, attraction, and domination in the market. How many of you have heard me using hashtag MAD, M-A-A-D-D, hashtag MAD, M-A-A-D-D, hashtag rock my life? Post that in the group right now. What is MAD? Monetization, attraction, automation and domination. That's what we're talking about today. All right, so why do I have you posting? I want you 100% present. You're my co-host. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not even here to edutain you. I'm here to awaken you to a possibility that's going to change your bank account. So I want you to post in the thread right now. I am a strong magnet to money. Hashtag rock my life. And you may go, Allyson, you're talking so fast. There's so many posts you want us to do. Take a breath, and I'll take one too. And then let me say this. When I worked in corporate America, I made 6 figures working for BlackBerry Research in Motion out of Canada. I thought I had hit the ultimate success bracket. I had my expense account. I had my deposits every Wednesday. I had my 401k. I had my car allowance. I had everything, my travel stipends. It was phenomenal, and I loved it. And it still took me 12 months, 12 freaking months out of the year to create 6-figure success for myself. 6-figure success that I couldn't control. I couldn't control how the taxes were set up. I couldn't control how quickly it came to me. I was an employee. The first time I stood on stage and I made an offer for $7,800, sorry. I offered 10 spaces. I sold 8. Some of you were there. You've been following me that long. Since I did that with the Texas Women in Business, I did that with the conference. I spoke right after the governor's wife, Governor Perry at the time. I sold 8. I made $62,400 in 90 minutes. It changed how I viewed my magnetization to money. It changed my association with money creation. You are a money creator. Why do I want you to post, I am a strong magnet to money, hashtag rock my life? Because you got to get a new association, guys. Why do I want you posting, engage, rocking and rolling with me? Because I'm not here to entertain you and to tap dance for you. I'm here to invite you into a possibility that says, I want something bigger, bolder, and better for me. So what's your next post? It is natural for me to be successful. Hashtag rock my life. It is natural. I had no idea that it was natural for me to stand up on a stage, make a presentation, make an offer, invite people to new possibility, work with 8 extraordinary leaders, and those 8 leaders would have a ripple into their organizations, into their communities, into their tribes. And as a result, I would be fulfilled. They would be fulfilled. I would be accelerated. They would be accelerated. Who's waiting on you to show up? Who is waiting on you to show up and to understand that it's natural for you to be successful, but you may be stuck in resistance and you don't even know it? And resistance looks like I don't know. Resistance looks like I'm confused. Resistance looks like I'm overwhelmed. Resistance looks like I can't do it. Resistance looks like it hasn't worked for me before. Resistance looks like I think it's bullshit. I mean, let's keep it R-E-A mother freaking L, guys. With all love, honor, and respect, what I want to say to you is that you are slowing success down to the speed of your understanding. And today, I am increasing the speed of your understanding. So if you got your skates on, post in the thread right now, I got my skates on, girlfriend, and tag me in that post, hashtag rock my life. I got my skates on, because you can't walk and you can't run in this season of success. You got to put your skates on and you got to get yourself to that private tarmac so you can get on that jet and you can get to the success that is waiting for you. However, you've determined you want success for yourself. Some of you, success looks like a brand new Lexus. For some of you, success looks like a brand new Bentley. And what I mean by that is the volume of success, the revenue that you want is distinctly different. Doesn't mean we can't all be on this platform together right now. It just means, how are you going to apply it so that you get to the goal that you ultimately desire? Does that make sense? All right. Next thing I want you to post, money is welcome in my life. Hashtag rock my life. Money is welcome in my life. I want you having an association that when you create success, money is going to flow to you and through you. And guess what else? It's going to flow to your clients. If you're on and you're a hairstylist and you're like, how can live help me? If you're on and you're a realtor, you're a chiropractor, you're in network marketing, you're a coach, you're a speaker, you're a blogger, you're a podcaster, what you must understand is that as you start to create more success, money is going to flow, but you must make money welcome. And you have to put a mat out that says, come, 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 come. We are money movers in this world. And what do we do as money movers? We understand that good flows to us and through us and for us. Yes, yes, or yes. Come on, guys. I'm dropping some truth bombs for you guys. Next post, abundance surrounds me, #RockMyLive. Your awakening to understanding that abundance is swirling around you, again, puts you in a place and space that says, you know what, Allyson, I believe I can build fame and fortune. I believe I can do it. And we're a community that doesn't get stuck in that word called service. We understand that a byproduct of doing good is that we live well. And when we live well, we can do good. But you cannot do good without living well for yourself. Why? Your thinking will be handicapped. Your finances will be handicapped. Your time will be handicapped. What does that mean? You won't have time to go out and feed people under a bridge, go to Africa for a month. You won't have time to go into a third world country. Why? You're still trying to manage what's in the four walls of your own home. If you're still trying to pay your son's college tuition, your own private debt, if you're still trying to pay your own mortgage and your own car note, how in the world are you going to impact society and do good in a bigger and more meaningful way? I'm not going to sugarcoat what success looks like. You tell me you want to be about service, then you better get about fame so that people know more about you, so that people can be excited about working with you, so that you can invite the level of influence that you ultimately desire, and you can impact the fact that 2/3 of our world still lives on less than $2 a day. You can be a difference maker. What's your next post? Every action I take increases my motivation. Some of you aren't posting. Come on, there are so many of you that are on. Why are you posting? Why do you want me to entertain you in your success? How does that show up in your own life? Well, Allyson, I'm just not a poster. I just don't engage. Well, may I invite you to do something different? Can I invite you to do something you've never done so you can have something that you've never had? Can I make that invitation to you right now? And will you accept it? Listen, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting new results. The definition of insanity 2.0 is doing the same thing you see someone else doing and expecting that their results will fall into your life. That's not real. You can't have my success by simply duplicating what I do. You've got to duplicate my system. You got to duplicate and make what is my formulaic process. And then you've got to apply it into your model. You've got to snap that in for your ultimate success. So jump in right now. Jump into the deep. All right. Here's one of the final posts I want you to do. I act on all inspirations as they are received. I act on all inspirations as they are received. Tiffany, Dawn, Naomi, Thomas, Jewel, Linder, Johnny. What's up, Johnny Mac? I haven't seen you in a while. I just saw your name. I'm like, Johnny Mac. This is us. This is our lives. This is this moment. I just want you, listen, I can't tell you guys how super thrilled I am to be on with you right now. Like, you guys have no idea how I've waited for this moment. All right. This is one of my final posts right now, I think. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, I did 3. Okay. So here are the last 3. Ready? All right. I act on all inspirations as they are received. I told you guys that one. I accept that I don't need to know everything in order to make a start. Damn, I put that one in there. I had to. I accept that I don't need to know everything in order to make a start. 5 of you post that one. Now 5 of you post this one. I am prepared and ready to get to work. Come on, guys. You better roll up your sleeves. You better get ready, and you better know, like you know, that today I'm going to encourage you to jump in and do some freaking work. You know that about me. And then finally, 5 of you post, I am ready to do whatever it takes to make my dream a reality. Stop calling my office. Stop privately inboxing me. Stop DMing me on Twitter. Stop DMing me on Instagram, asking me, how do you make a bigger dream? Don't make a bigger dream, baby. Make a greater reality. And when I say stop messaging me, I'm saying stop messaging me those things. Here's the answer. Make a greater reality. We got to be about a bigger reality. And so my ultimate inspiration for you in this moment, is show up for your reality. Show up for your reality. People ask me all the time, Allyson, how did you make a difference for your life? I showed up for my reality. I think some of you seriously think that I wasn't really broken down in my own business, that I really didn't stand in Barnes and Noble and go, do I buy MBA for idiots or MBA for dummies? Which one is going to show me the most fundamental way so that I can create success for myself? I mean, I dropped out of high school when I was 15 years old. And so I'm standing there like, oh my God, which one do I buy? And I couldn't afford to buy both. So it was like, do I buy idiots or do I buy dummies? Which one is, and I sat in the store and I started reading MBA for Dummies. Do you guys remember that story? Accidentally highlighted it, had to go tell the manager, I highlighted in your book. And oh, by the way, I can't afford this $45 book. So yeah, sorry about that. And 18 months later, my business had rapidly grown 810%. But I'm going to show you guys, I could have grown so much faster had I had a platform like what we're using today. I was grassroots. I was knocking on doors. Hey, it's Allyson. But now we got a platform that makes life so different for our own acceleration. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. All right. How many of you guys have heard of Facebook Live? Obviously you have, because you've seen me on, you've downloaded my new tool, you understand the value, and you're starting to get that Facebook Live is like freaking number one. You've seen me. Hey, I'm going live. Tune in now, right? Well, let's talk about why Facebook Live is imperative for your ultimate success. If you're ready, I want you to post in the thread right now. I'm ready. Everybody that's on, I'm ready. I'm ready. Tag me in it. I'm ready. Hashtag rock my live. I hear so many people that are having a conversation that are running away from dialogue, that they want fame, that they want fortune. And I want you guys to know I ain't scared of that conversation. I want you to be the czar of your field. CZAR. I want you to be known. I want you to be the one that people go, oh, I got to get Tiffany for that. Oh, Ryan is my number one for that. Oh, I better go get Vanessa for that. I mean, you guys want that, yes or yes? So here's what you've got to know about business. What makes business extraordinarily successful is that you go where your clients are. You see this little girl right here with this hook? What if she were at a lake that had no fish? She would be there with all of her accoutrement. She would be there with everything. She'd have her bait, and she'd have her hook, and she'd have her snacks for the day, and she'd have on her cool little dress so that she could just have the breeze flowing through, and she would be prepared, but she would have no fish to bite. I want you to think about this. Lois, Naomi, be present with me. Aisha, be present with me. How many of you have your business cards, your postcards? How many of you have your brochures? You've written up your website. You've gotten your headshots done. You've invested into programs. Susan, you jumped into bank, and you got all the things that you need except for an audience. You're like this little girl, except ain't nobody biting. Or when they bite, it's hours at a time. So you're fishing and you're in a space where they're not hopping up on the hook. How many of you have had that experience or are having that experience? If you are, post in the group right now, I can relate. #RockMyLive. I can relate. Why do I want you identifying that? Because you got to get real with where you are. And the last thing that I want to do is set you up for something that's not going to transcend your reality. And so you can learn how to build content. You can learn how to, teach people to sell. You can learn all kinds of things. I was at a conference this week, and everybody, I asked them one question, and I wasn't even a speaker. I was there as an attendee, but every person that I met, I said, how do you gain your clients? And do you know that was the thing that dumbfounded most folks? It amazes me how many leaders are in business not thinking about how in the hell are you going to get people to know about you? Listen, the reason I'm bringing Facebook in front of you is this. Facebook has 400 million global users and counting, making Facebook the third largest country in the world if it were a country. 100 million US users, for those of you in North America, which on a good night, American Idol has 20 million viewers. Why did I use American Idol? Because it has huge viewership. The average Facebook user spends almost 1 hour per day on Facebook. Nearly 80,000 sites use Facebook Connect, which allows Facebook to become more influential than Google. Hot damn, y'all. I got a note this week, and you all know that I read help desk emails as part of my nightly reading, right? Like I like to go through it, see what's going on. Some of you get messages back from me and y'all go, oh, I didn't think you were going to respond. You thought Christy was going to respond, or Joan was going to respond, or Sanaya was going to respond. And I end up responding to you because I'm laying in bed and I'm reading through emails, and someone said to me, or to our help desk email, I'm not interested in Facebook Live right now, but thanks anyway. And I thought to myself, you are going to miss the boat on one of the most influential opportunities that exist today. And let me show you that are on live with me that are smart enough to be here in this moment. The average Facebook user has 130 friends. If you have 5 shares from your live audience, you can increase your viewership by 650 people. On what stage in the world could you increase your stage by the minute? By the minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Y'all got to see my face on this. I mean, y'all got to really see my face on this. Look at this, guys. The average Facebook user has 130 friends. Y'all know I love to do the math, right? You get 5 people to share. 130 folks now get a chance to see about you. 650 people instantly. Why on Facebook am I always saying, let me get 5 people to share? I did the math. And you guys know I do the math. Post in the group right now. Show me the money, girl. I mean, I do that math because I'm always thinking, do I need everybody to do everything? And many of you are missing the next degree of your success, moving the needle, because you're looking at this broad sense of success. And success really only requires this many, like, boop, 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 boop. I ask people all the time, how did you find out about me? My friend. How did you find out about me? My friend. One friend, one friend, one friend, one friend. We just signed up an agency client. Agency client is going to pay probably about $45,000. How did you find out about me? Guess where we were introduced? In Facebook Messenger. Guess where they heard my message and just got really inspired? Facebook Live. I want you to think about not just your low-end offers, but your high-end offers. I want you to think about if you are a hairstylist and you don't have that register ringing all the time, you're a massage therapist, you're in network marketing and you're not filling your team, you're not building your leaders, where are your people? And the reality is, I love showing you small numbers so you can see the incremental success and you can understand everything isn't a 7-figure win. Everything doesn't grow by the thousands, and you don't need it to. What would you do if 650 more people knew about you today? What would you do? How many of you can book a stage and get in front of 650 people today? I want you to post in the thread right now, give me my 650, #RockMyLive. Like, I want you to get that 650 people could know about you like that. And some of you are struggling. Who do I call? How do I do this? And you're not realizing that you could simply invite people to understand more about what you do by using a platform that is right in front of you, and you don't know it. You're walking past the clues of success that are in front of you. Let me show you more. Tony Robbins. How many of you guys know this guy? Anybody know this guy? How many of you know this guy? So Tony Robbins just did an event in LA this week with 9,000 people. Y'all know I love the math, right? Now, 9,000 people live is phenomenal. Now let's just look at how he could have done exponential success as well on Facebook Live. If he had been on Facebook Live, he could have taken those 9,000 people to 34,000 in less than 8 minutes. See, an average of 20% will share the broadcast. That would mean that 1,800 people would share, giving him access to an average of 130 friends to jump on. Now, look at this, guys. I'm going to show you this little girl again. Where are you fishing? See, even someone that's having extraordinary success, so my high-level influencers that are on, before you start thinking this is for the beginner chicken dinner, no, baby, this is for us too. This is why I am mastering this platform, and this is why I'm inviting you to master this platform. This is not for any beginner. This is for a business leader. So whether you started yesterday or whether you started 25 years ago, this is a platform that is giving opportunity to absolutely every single one of us to be extraordinary in our world. See, we got to get mad about business, monetize, attract through automation, and dominate. And how do we do it? Look at what Tony Robbins' influence could have been this week alone just through Facebook Live, which is why he's been on Facebook Live like crazy and syndicating through joint venture affiliates like Business Insider, like the OWN Network with Oprah Winfrey. Some of you have seen that. I've been tagging you in those posts so that you can see that. Some of you that are private money mover clients, I've been tagging you in that so that you could see what that influence looks like. Think about this for yourself. Here's Tony Robbins, and here's this stage. I get that you want a stage and you want to feel like that. I get that, Shamika. And I get that you really ultimately desire that for yourself, April. And you can get there. And I also want you to understand that in this new age of digital influence, you've got to look at how your stages are built now. They're not necessarily looking the same. So you could have 650 people through a platform, and you can do it behind your computer, and then you can invite those people to be live and in your space. You get to graduate the client, but you can't graduate the client if you'll never show up for the client. Come on, 5 of you post that. You can't graduate the client if you never show up for the client. 9,000 people with Tony Robbins this week could have become 234 folks in less than 8 minutes, with 20% of his folks sharing. Where are you fishing? 5 of you post that question. Where am I fishing? #RockMyLive. I want you to change and expand. So I don't want you to stop going out in front of folks, but I want you to understand that you can expand your influence. So let's go through what's been traditional. So you guys know I teach from the 5 M's, right? That when you know your mission, out of your mission comes your message. What happens is many of you create a mission. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm here for. And so then you start telling your message. The challenge with the message is many of you tell your message out of tragedy. So let's say I said, oh, I'm a high school dropout. My dad was in prison. My mom worked 3 jobs. You know, I was molested. I was abused. My tragedy, 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 tragedy. And then I said, oh, but work with me. So I jumped from message to money. Many of you, that's what's happening for you. You go, oh, my mission in the world is to inspire, to teach, to lead. And so I'm going to start telling my story, and I'm not dismissing your story. I respect you for overcoming cancer. I have no idea what it's like to be physically abused through trauma, through tragedy. Some of you described to me in private emails, I have no idea what that looks like. And I'm so sorry that that happened to you, that that happened to me in different ways. But what I know is that a tragedy cannot create a business infrastructure. And so where you're experiencing breakdown is that you know you have a calling, which is your mission. And then you come out with your message and you try to jump to money, but you have no methodology. Methodology is, number 1, it is the model for your business. And number 2, it is the model by which others can follow. So you have a mission, why you're here, then comes your message. Now you've got to have a methodology. So what I'm saying to you is, I came to this world as a messenger of truth, as a messenger of awakening, right? My mission, my message. What's my methodology? Accelerate and profit. How am I showing you that can occur for you through a movement called Money Movers? How am I monetizing that? By showing you this is the methodology that you can follow for yourself. You must have the 5 M's. So post in the thread right now, 2017 is my year to master my 5 M's. Now, some of you just jumped on. You just found out, and so you're at livewithallyson.com. You just got on with me, and I want you to know that a friend cared enough about you to invite you to a private event. So this is private. We've been talking to everyone that's on here for probably the last, I would say 14 days. And so if someone cared enough about you to invite you onto this platform, welcome. I'm glad that you're here, and I want you to rock and roll with us. You can join our private chat at moneymovementlive.com, www.moneymovementlive.com, 3 words. All right, so let me jump back into this. All right, and if you're rocking and rolling with me, I want you to tell me I'm rocking, I'm rolling, I'm with you, Allyson. Tag me in the post so that I know. All right. So here's what's so. Let me show you this because I want you guys to understand the bridge. This is fundamental and necessary, and it's traditional. And you need fundamental, traditional, and necessary. Got it? Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to dare to go bigger. And I want you to dare to go bigger by being famous. And what does fame mean in the money mover community? Well, it looks like this. In order for you to rock your level of fame and visibility, you've got to walk through the funnel of ultimate success. And here's what that looks like. You start with fame, which is your visibility. From your visibility, more people find out about you, which is how you gain potential clients. From potential clients, you create conversion. From conversion comes your cash flow, which is the money that fuels your business. Somebody post in the thread right now, show me the money. Hashtag rock my live. So I want you guys to get that in order for you to rock your live, you've got to be willing to rock your fame. So classic Facebook looks like this. Establish a Facebook business page. All right. If you have a Facebook business page, you're probably posting on it, and you may or may not be getting a lot of engagement on it. But I know right now people are having a hard time gaining engagement on their Facebook business page. But you still need it. Right? So classic Facebook says, if you're a business, have a Facebook business page. If you're a business, do Facebook advertising. If you're a business, run Facebook contests. If you're a business, do Facebook promoted posts and do sponsored stories. If you're a business, right? That's what we've seen until now. Now we've got what I call the new reality TV. See, reality TV allows Americans, and those of you that are out of America know that I'm including you, but it allows you globally to fantasize about gaining status through automatic fame. We've seen it. You know, we started seeing reality TV, whether you know it or not, back in the 40s. And not only that, when you think about the, beauty pageants, and we would see behind the scenes, and we would see ordinary people rise to fame, that was reality TV. And so people love to imagine that they too could be like the people that they see. Well, guess what? People are imagining that they could not just be like you, but they're imagining that they can have the result that your business creates for them. Write this down. What result does my business create for my client? See, here's a truth bomb. A great business doesn't have a lot of competition. A great business does not have a lot of competition. Why am I inspiring you, newbiepreneurs, advancedpreneurs, acceleratingpreneurs, to get into a space that doesn't have a lot of competition? Why? Because people, somebody said to me yesterday, wow, you're really on the cutting edge, already having a guide for Facebook Live. Well, guys, it's been out a year. The time is now to master the influence on this platform. It is now. Because, if you guys ever followed Nicole, who became Scopra, she was like the Oprah of Periscope. And how did she gain that influence? She was rocking it on Periscope from the moment it came out, and she built her followers, and she was the only one on that platform. So every time people went, Periscope recommended her. Well, guess what? Facebook Live is doing that for you now. Why else do you want to do Facebook Live? It's easy. It's a simplified platform for visibility, for influence, and for profitability. But it cannot be successful for you if you don't have a system by which to maximize Facebook Live. It cannot, and it will not be successful if you don't have a system. So let me walk you through my system that stumbled us into $101,494. We just stumbled into it on Facebook Live. How many of you are interested in that? If you are, I want you to post in the thread, give me my 100K. Give me my 100K. If you're interested, and you guys know I always like to ask, are you interested or not? I like to invite you into a possibility, and then I like to see, is now your time to play? All right, Kat, Danielle, Jenny, the team just approved you guys to jump in. So sorry there was a delay in getting you guys into the group. You guys are in. What's up, Don? I see you on. Hi, Ebony. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Sierra. Hi, Earl, Jaden, Lawrence, Anna, Andre, Darren, Annie, Brittany. Is it Vince Slate? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Crystal, Valerie, Peter, Lucille, Emily, Chris, Minerva, Vanessa, Charlotte, Debbie, Chelsea, Clark, Paige, Danny, Patty, CB, John, Brian, Christina, Martha, Brian, Mishonik, is that how I say that? Mishonik, I think. Allie, Diane, Michelle, Montana, Christy, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Hey, Greg, I see you on. Shelly, I see you on. Thomas, Dolores, Jackie, Liddell, Michael, Brian, Danielle, Constantina, Joan, Jackie. I'm trying to see all the names I'm seeing in the post. Shaletta, Lena, Dana, Dee. Hi, Dee. Glad to see that you're on. All right, you guys, I'm trying to acknowledge each and every one of you. There are a lot of you that are on viewing from multiple platforms, and I'm so glad that you're here. All right, so I see that you're interested, so let me share it with you. So I've created a formula, and I went back and I looked at how did we make that $100,000 and what was it that we did, and how can it be systematized, automatic, and how can you duplicate it? Because what I get is my message is not duplicatable, but my methodology is. My message is not duplicatable, but my methodology is. So what I want to do is invite you guys into my methodology. I want to introduce you over a 3-day time frame to my production formula. And in that, I want to introduce you to what it looks like for you to fully produce an extraordinarily successful Facebook Live that increases you through incremental success. What I want you to understand, and Aisha, you may be on today. I love what Aisha said. Aisha said, I used just your dope dues in your 7, secrets of what sabotaging broadcasts. Aisha, if you're on, say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And Aisha sent us in a testimonial and said, I just used your don't do's. And I increased my viewership to 1,800 views. I had over 300 comments, and I made $2,500 in 1 hour. Now, I want you guys to think about this. If Aisha did this consistently over the course of 10 hours a month, 10 hours a month, just 10 hours a month of consistently doing that, y'all know I'm about that money, $2,500 an hour, 10 hours a month. And most of you in a full-time career, per week are working 40 hours per week. So think about this relative with 10 hours per month, setting up your production schedule, understanding your content, getting yourself clear. If she did 10 hours per month with fully produced, game-changing, laid out, presencing Facebook Lives with our MAD formula, M-A-A-D. What is our MAD production formula? Monetize, attract, automate, and dominate. She would make $25,000 per month. If she did that over 10 months, because you know, as an entrepreneur, I believe you take off 2 months out of the year. Over 10 months, that's $250,000. Why did I have you do those affirmations? Because some of you, when I say $250,000, when I say over 10 months, when I say $25,000 a month, when I say $2,500 per hour, you go bull snarky. You go, I used to have a client that used to not curse, and she would say, oh, Snapple, Allison. She would say Snapple every time, like, ah. And I'd say, are you saying, oh, shit? And she'd say, yeah, oh, Snapple. Okay, oh, Snapple. So, oh, Snapple. If that's an oh, Snapple moment for you guys, oh, Snapple, hashtag rock my life. Like, Aisha, if you consistently did that, what would you do with $25,000 per month? So I'm going to introduce you to my MAD production formula. MAD, monetize, attract, automate, and dominate. You're going to learn our marketing system for getting more visibility on Facebook Live. You guys have seen us on Facebook Live. You've seen our threads. You've seen them blow up. You've seen them go to our viewership, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 8,000. What is the marketing system that we use for that? And I want you to think that if you had 8,000, let's just say, and you had 3% of them that converted not to buyers, but converted to prospects. See, you want conversion into prospects first. That would be 240 into prospects. Now 20% can convert into buyers. That's 48 buyers. See, prospects are people that know about you, like you, and are interested in purchasing from you, but they haven't yet crossed the finish line. You need a marketing system by which to do that, but I'm isolating the marketing system to Facebook Live. You're going to learn, and not only learn, but implement my secrets to success in under 72 hours for your Facebook Live platform. And you're going to learn the Facebook configuration tools that we use, and you're gonna invest in them. You're gonna look at the free tools that we have, and guess what? You're going to all of a sudden see yourself producing your own visibility, being your own Diane Sawyer, having your own Ellen show. Some of you are bold and outrageous like Wendy Williams. Some of you look at Marie Forleo with admiration and respect and think, how can I do that? Well, Facebook Live has opened up that platform for you. I'm going to show you how to freaking do it. My global visibility formula for fame, fortune is tied to Facebook Live. Now, I have the new iPhone 7. Some of you guys have it, some of you are Androidites. But when iPhone 7 came out, it came out with kinks, it came out with things that didn't work, and still people were lining up in droves. Some of you are stuck in going to the next level of extraordinary success because you want to be perfect. You won't show up on camera because you want to be perfect. Let me show you guys something. This is going to be hilarious for you. I'm going to show you guys something. Right here, some of you saw this on my live the other day. I've had to color in my eyebrow because my esthetician accidentally ripped off a piece of my eyebrow. She has a flat screen on her wall, and we were watching something, and I said, "What happened?" And she went, "I don't know," and ripped off a piece of my eyebrow. So I had to do lives for the last 2 weeks with half a damn eyebrow. I have no commitment to perfection. I colored that sucker in. Can y'all even see? Look, ain't no hair over here, y'all. It is all colored in. You are having half an eyebrow. You have half an eyebrow in your branding, half an eyebrow in your technology, half an eyebrow in your tutelage, half an eyebrow in your process, in your formula. And guess what? It's okay. The market will still be interested. No one has emailed us and said, "Why is half an eyebrow missing off of Allyson?" And if y'all noticed it, you were gracious enough to just let me grow my eyebrow back in. We cannot be stuck in perfection. We must be mandated and driven by our purpose. Don't get your P's mixed up. Somebody posted in the thread that needed to hear that. 2017 is my year. 2017 is my year for my right P's. It's not perfection, it's purpose. It's not perfection, it's punctuation, the exclamation in the market. Here I am! And I'm amazing. Here I am, and I've got something to say. Here I am, and I know how you can fix your back, how you can lose weight. Here I am, and I know how you can grow your hair back. You know, you're suffering from alopecia, and I know how you can do it. Here I am. But guys, you can't go on Facebook Live with your 2 viewers and then tell me it's not working when you don't have a system. Get the system, learn the system. I've never been more passionate about inviting you into a possibility to spend 72 hours virtually with me. 3 days we're spending together in April. I'm going to show you, I promise I'm getting there. Somebody say in the thread, "Hurry up, Allyson, hurry up. I'm getting there, I promise." But I want you to understand, stop getting stuck in perfection. Get in your purpose and get in your punctuation and demand that the market pay attention to you. 2 folks ain't enough. And so if you had 25 people and then you got 5 of those people to share, now you're rocking, boo. Now you're growing. Now you can create consistency, continuity, and context within the market. You're struggling unnecessarily, and you're sacrificing in a space that's not requiring your sacrifice. And as a result, you are suffering and you're playing small and you're blaming it on, well, business is hard. Actually, business is formulaic. Business is systematic. And I learned that the hard way. I learned that by losing hundreds of thousands of dollars and giving away a lot of opportunities. I learned that by not being in the groundswell of something because I was skeptical and I was in scarcity. Let that go. Release that. Stop saying you're too old, you're too fat, you're too white, you're too black, you're too young, you're too skinny, you're too big, you're too short. You ain't too nothing. You are just enough. You need to get a haircut, go get a haircut. You need voice coaching, go get voice coaching. You need something that gives you courage and confidence, do that, but don't you dare do it without having a system that allows you to invite people. And don't you dare do it trying to be perfect. Do it being purposeful. Nothing about me is perfect. I flew in last night. I flew to Orlando on Thursday morning. I went to a live event to meet my event producers. And so I needed some coffee, guys. So I went to their live event. You guys know my baby girl, Duchess Grace, isn't feeling well. So I'm flying in and out. I'm not staying anywhere long, and I can cry just thinking about it. But my baby girl, she's sitting over here. Duchess, come here, mama. Come here. Let's see if she'll come. Sometimes she comes, sometimes. Hey, come here so they can see you. Oh, King came. Come here, mama. Okay, so Duchess didn't want to come, but here's King, guys. There's my little. Say hi, Bubba's. So that's King. Duchess won't come. So come here, moms. She won't come. She doesn't like the paparazzi, but I'm flying in and out quickly because of my baby girl, right? I want you guys to know, don't get stuck in perfect. I flew there. We got in the hotel. We checked in at 2, went straight to the conference, stayed up until 11, connecting at the conference, wake up the next morning. I'm working and I'm in meetings that morning with my team out of the UK. We go from that back into the conference. I fly out yesterday evening, did a Facebook Live on my way to the airport. I got into Austin, Texas last night. We were delayed on the tarmac for 90 minutes. I got into Austin 1 a.m., maybe? No, 12. I got into Austin. And then after I got into Austin, I drove 75 minutes to my house. I took a shower. I got prepared for you guys. And I got in bed about 4 and I was on live with you. And we had a ton of technical difficulties. And my team's messaging me and I said, you guys know I'm not stressed. We'll be okay. Because I can't be perfect and I can't be stopped by trying to be perfect. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to my calling and my anointing and my cause, and it ain't fair to you. Stop it. Stop it. Stop blaming it on your temperament. Stop blaming it on your upbringing. Stop blaming it on your culture. Stop. And embrace your purpose and your punctuation. Okay? All right, you guys had to see me on that. I just want you guys to know I'm sleepy. I got half a goddamn eyebrow. I drove all night. We had technical difficulties and I'm still here and so are you. Guys, this is what we do. This is why we live a life of extraordinary freedom. This is how we have fun together. And this is how you make money. And this is how you create visibility. It doesn't mean that you just go, oh, well, things aren't right. Well, guess what? We've got something else happening this week. I already know what we're going to do to fix it because of the first 20 minutes that didn't work today. I'm not going to duplicate that breakdown. And I'm also not going to duplicate that I fly into another city, drive in, and the next morning I'm with you and my baby girl is sick and I got half a freaking eyebrow. Like, I ain't duplicating that. You guys get what I'm saying? Give yourself grace, though. Give yourself grace. All right, give yourself grace. So let's keep rocking. So the iPhone 7 comes out and it freaking sucks, needs update after update after update. But did that stop Apple from releasing it? It did not. When you look at a mega company like Apple. You have to know if they're willing to do it, why are you keeping yourself in the shadows of uncertainty, playing small, playing safe, and playing the same? You better show up. And let me show you how. Look at this. And I'm using modest numbers, not that you can't be bigger. And for those of you that are on that already have established Facebook Live communities, not a problem. I just want you've got to apply this math into your business and into what's up. So let's just say you have Facebook Live, you do a Facebook Live broadcast and you have 50 viewers. Well, remember, I have a formula that shows you how to increase those shares. So if you can get 10 people to share, that now increases your influence to what Facebook says the average is of 130. That's 1,300 additional eyes on you. Well, at a small 0.03 conversion to a private training or private opportunity, that's 41 people that now are in your private space. If those 41 people, if you have a 20% conversion at an average of $2,000 per client, now that may be $2,000 right then, or that may be $2,000 over the year. So you may go, Allyson, I don't have a $2,000 product. That's okay, because you may have a product ascension strategy that gets that client to pay $2,000 over time, which would take you to $82,000 within a year. And guess what, guys? That's one broadcast. That's one private training. I don't think you guys are getting it. I mean, I really need you guys to tag me in your breakthrough, all caps, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. If you are struggling, look at this. This is 50 viewers. You use my MAD production formula. What is MAD? M-A-A-D. Monetize, attract through automation, and then freaking dominate. You increase those shares. I mean, I know I'm not like Amy Porterfield and so calm. And guys, this is how you do it. And I love Amy. And I know I'm not calm like her. And I know I'm not like Lewis Howes when he talks to you about webinars. And this is how you do that. Like, I know I'm not like that. And I know I'm not like Dr. Eric Thomas and, you know, grind. I know I'm not like Gary Vee and saying mother effer every 5 seconds. I am so like Allyson Byrd, because that's who I am. And I get so freaking turned on by what you get to create, because I know you're sitting there second guessing, can I create ultimate success in my business? And here it is. And so let me show you what you need to do. What is your math? See, I did the math off of 50 viewers. What would it look like if you had 50 viewers, if you increase those peeps, and what are your numbers that you would sell them into? What would that look like? How can you bring more people into your practice? How can you bring more engagement, more equanimity, more equality? How can people feel like they fit and they snap in? See, this is what people ask me all the time. Allyson, can your team celebritize me? And the answer is yes. Day one, this is what it's going to look like, guys. This is what my system, I'm going to introduce you to it. Day one, I'm going to show you how to build your broadcasting profile. And what I want you to know is, you'll notice that I call Facebook Lives broadcasts, because some people tune in, and I know your family and friends are showing you their kids' baseball games, and I know they're showing you their family dinners, but you're not on Facebook Live for that. You're on Facebook Live because you're a business influencer and you're leveraging your digital influence. Yes, yes, or yes. If you're a digital influencer, I want you to post in the thread right now, I'm a digital influencer. Hashtag rock my live. I want you to get that you got to go on Facebook Live with a high commitment to telling a story that expands your exposure, and you've got to have a broadcasting profile that everything routes back to the profile. Somebody asked me yesterday, what do you talk about? How do you always, have a Facebook Live ready? I said, well, I always have it quote unquote ready because I stay within my 5 M's all the time. My broadcasting profile never changes. I'm Allyson Byrd, Profit Accelerator, and I always, if you guys think about it, I never go outside the framework of teaching you through the 5 M's. I'm either speaking to you about your mission and mandate in life, I'm speaking to you about your messaging and how you get it out there. I'm speaking to you about your methodology and your process. I'm encouraging you to build a movement, create engagement, build your audience. And then I'm talking to you about showing you that mother freaking money. Yes or yes. So my broadcasting profile is formulaic. And so my invitation to you is that you go through the system of how I help you design and develop that. And then my team is going to support us in helping you build your broadcasting schedule, how to build your guest invitations and your interview templates. What would it look like for you to know what your schedule is month over month for the next 90 days? This is what my broadcasting schedule is going to be like. And you're not in the car trying to figure it out. The other day, some of you saw me in the kitchen doing my meal prep. And what did I say? My broadcasting schedule had me on, but I was behind in my personal life. And so my personal life was impacting my business life, and I had a choice. And so what did I do? I broadcasted while I honored my personal commitment. I still taught you. I cooked my salmon. I made my kale salad. I made my, I peeled my little oranges. And then, after I got off, I steamed my broccoli and my peppers, but I kept to my broadcasting schedule. Some of you aren't broadcasting because you make broadcasting secondary, and you're making it secondary just like you're making sales calls, just like you're making visits, just like they're secondary, and you're trying to do everything other than build the platform for extension. And I want to tell you, you can invite grace and ease into your business when you simplify and you make it formulaic. Day 3, we're going to design your Facebook Live audience attraction formula, and we're going to create your Facebook Live client conversion blueprint and build your Facebook Live visibility assets. Now, how many of you guys have seen some of the visibility assets? I say, go to my, whenever I'm on live, I say, hey, go to my group and download this. Hey, if you want this, go to my group and I'll give you this. As a matter of fact, for those of you that are on today in the group, I'm going to put 3 visibility assets that we've used. I'm going to put 3 in the group so that you guys can see them. Now, you are already in my group, but why do I do that when I'm on Facebook Live? And I'm going to encourage you to download them because they're bomb. I mean, they're freaking wicked. I did a great job writing and developing them. My content team did a great job editing them. And then Morgan, our incredible designer out of London, did a great job laying them out. But why do I do that? Because I want my Facebook Live audience to go into my private group, because then I can exclusively talk to you. You see that? And so what is your process for walking your client through? Give them things that make them excited to stay engaged with you. And on day 3, I'm going to teach you how you can do that. See, you better get excited right now. You better get freaking ready for a big market presence. I want you to. So you may go, Allyson, what is the schedule? Well, let's just go back over it. Day 1, broadcasting profile. We're going to work on that together. I call it a workshop do shop, 2 hours. Day 2, broadcasting schedule and guest invite and interview templates, workshop do shop, 2 hours. Day 3, design your Facebook Live audience attraction formula, your live client conversion blueprint, and your Facebook Live visibility assets, workshop do shop, 2 hours. You guys know I don't play. We're spending 6 hours together, a 72-hour period of incubation together. I want you guys influencing your market. So here's what it looks like. Day 1 are 2 hours, valued at $199, because it's group. If you were spending 2 hours with me individually, that would be exponentially higher. But because you're going to join us in a group, valued at $199. Day 2, 2 hours, valued at $199. Day 3, 2 hours, valued at $199. But the workshop do shop is absolutely priceless for your success. I want you to allow our team to make you shine. And listen, everybody's not going to say yes to this. Everybody's not going to say yes. But I have a special offer for the first 25 of you that do. I'm unapologetic about standing up for you and saying, hey, I'm figuring this thing out. And not only am I figuring this out, but I figured it out to the tune of 6-figure success. Let me show you right now as I have developed this system. Jump in with me. I'm not leaving you guys behind. And guess what? There's still more. For the first 25 of you, would you want us to produce your Facebook Live? So we've added in a bonus valued at $595 for the first 25 of you that say yes. I'm getting your private messages. I know, guys. I know you want the link. I'm getting there. I promise. Hang on. I'm going to start calling y'all out when y'all private message me and ding, ding, ding me. And I'm like, hold on. I can't talk to you and be in my DM box at the same time. All right. Bonus 2. I want you to remember that you can double your influence by using Facebook groups. It's why I have this group. And so I developed a guide with my team on how you manage and lead your group successfully, valued at $295. That's bonus number 2. Now, session 1, valued at $199. Session 2, valued at $199. Session 3, valued at $199. Bonus, valued at bonus 1, valued at $595. Bonus 2, valued at $295. Your total value is $1,487. Now, before I show you what I've decided to offer this for, I want you guys to get an overstanding from me, not an understanding, but an overstanding from me. I have a high need and a high commitment to support the rise of entrepreneurial leaders in this industry. Our audience is over 70% women. Of that 70%, 80% of you are women of color, Black women, brown women, Indian women, Asian women. We are 322% leading in the market in volume, but we are committed, unfortunately, to under-earning. So we're not visible, and as a result, we're not paid. Now, I know there are men on here, and I love you and I respect you and I want you in. This is not a woman-only program, but I got to talk to my girls. It's time for us to show up, and it's time for us to shine deeply, and it's time for us to resonate with the audience that has been waiting for us. And because of that, I've designed this to meet you where you are. I want you to let our team show you how to shine. So coaches, speakers, bloggers, podcasters, virtual CEOs, infopreneurs, digital influencers, if you are currently ready to start expanding to 6 figures with Facebook Live, maybe you want to. What if I told you you could gain 25 additional clients in the next 3 days? Does it scare you to think 10,000 people could be on your live listening to you? I remember when Iyanla Van Zant told me, she said, Allyson, if you don't have pee running down your leg for some of the ideas that the divine has downloaded into you, then you aren't doing proper downloads. Some of you ain't scared because you ain't downloading big enough. And not only are you not downloading big enough, you're not executing. And it's not your fault that you don't know how. It's why I'm here to show you. So my team just opened it up, www.rockmylive.com. I want everyone to go to www.rockmylive.com. Let's all go to rockmylive.com and let's take a look, because when I tell you I am in the business of supporting you to thrive, with this extraordinary offer, you can do 2 easy installments at $249, or you can do a 1 pay at $398. It's up to you. Now, oops, I didn't mean to do that. It's up to you. Now, let me say this, because I want to actually, let me go to, I don't want to share that screen. I actually want to go to Rock My Live with you. I know you guys are shocked. I know it, and it's exciting. Aren't you guys excited? Okay, let me go to Rock My Live, and let me share this screen with you. Hang on, guys. Boop, boop, boop. You guys are going to see how many crazy windows I have open. Just so funny. All right, let's go to share the screen here. Here we go. All right. So let's take a look at this. Oops. All right. There we go. Can you guys see that? Good. So, all right, I'm just making sure you guys can see that. Okay, good. Perfect. So when we look here, it lays everything out for you. Okay. I go through all of what I did, and I tell you very clearly that, what if I told you in 72 hours of working with my team, you could have exactly what you need. I call it a workshop do shop because, listen, we're going to do the work. I don't want to teach you anything about Facebook Live. What I want to do is show you my process and my system. And you all know, those of you that have been in boot camps with me, I'm a show me girl. A year ago, no one really knew how to maximize this medium. It was limited until April 2016, then everyone got access to it. I want you to get a big reality here. Outside of Snapchat, there is no more interesting corner of social media universe than Facebook Live. I want you to get that to capitalize on the momentum of Live, Facebook paid approximately 140 publishers and influencers a combination of $50 million to start using it because they knew how influential this could be. So I walk you through the virtual workshop agenda. So you may go, oh, I thought I had to fly to San Antonio. You don't. You get to do this from the comfort of your home, your home office. Day one is April 29th at 10 a.m., which is a Saturday morning. So on Saturday morning, we start at 10, we end at noon, and we complete your broadcasting profile. I want you to imagine what a successful broadcaster would be like if they didn't have a profile that turned heads and really got them booked and sealed. Day two, which is on the 30th of April, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., which is a Sunday, we lay out your broadcasting schedule and we create the outline for your guest templates. Oh, and by the way, if you are not able to make one of these days, that's okay. The recordings go out to you within 24 hours. So if you go, oh, I can make Friday and I can make Monday, but I can't make Sunday. Oh, I don't work on Sundays, or oh, Saturdays are maybe a day off for me, a religious day. I don't know, but whatever that may be for you, if you're scheduled out of town, it's okay because you can get the recordings. Day three, which is on May 1st, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., which is a Monday evening, we design your Facebook Live audience attraction formula. We develop your Facebook Live client conversion blueprint. Oh, did I say this was a workshop do shop? It's a workshop do shop. We've heard it over and over again, build and they will come, but it doesn't always happen. So what do you have to build? You have to build the platform for them to come. See, so many people go build and they will come, and they mean build the product, but they forget you've got to build the platform so the audience can stand on it. By the end of our 3 days together, you're going to have created your Facebook Live broadcasting script with your money-making open and close and money-making open and powerhouse close. You're going to have created your client conversion blueprint. And I say, get your Jerry Maguire on, show me that money. You're going to have your exclusive guest template for invitations and interview format. And you're going to have your week-over-week broadcasting schedule so that you can start predicting your success. This is a big promise. During this one weekend with my team, you're going to have everything you need in your pocket to launch your Facebook Live presence like a boss. Are you the next Anderson Cooper, Diane Sawyer, Shireen Bond, Marie Forleo, Gary Vaynerchuk, or Ellen DeGeneres of your field? You can do one payment at $398 or two payments at $249. Now, this is what I want to say, because this is huge. I want to work with leaders who want to work with us. When you jump in, it's called commitment. Hell yes or hell no. But listen to me. If it turns out that you purchase this workshop from me, this is how much I believe in it, that I put 100% zero risk, unconditional happiness guarantee. which is you jump in this workshop and you go, it wasn't everything that I thought it would be, that you said it would be. I will give you your money back and you get to keep the system. Yeah. Because I have 100% zero risk, unconditional happiness guarantee, because my commitment is to insanely over deliver for you. I believe that great trainings involve 200% responsibility. You show up 100%, I show up 100%. I hide nothing, you hide nothing. I hold nothing back, you hold nothing back. I take action, you take action. Even when we're afraid, even when I say, hey, get on camera and do this, and you go, ah! This is our year to be vulnerable, to lean into our edge, to take risks, to mess up, to screw up, to freaking fail. And guess what? We still will find and master our path for success. For the first 25 of you, you're reading correctly. For the first 25 who sign up, you'll receive a 15-minute power session with one of my Facebook Live producers. Imagine meeting with one of Oprah's folks for 15 minutes and getting the 411 on how to take your broadcast to the next level. Would you say yes? I think you'd say hell yeah. So I dare you to pass that up. This is for the doers, the action takers, the titans and the icons, the ones who say, I'm ready to do more, be more, create more for the world. And then your second bonus is I want you to double your influence by learning how to master private groups. I'm not a super fan of wasting your time. I actually don't like it at all. But why do we use a Facebook group? I show you how we leverage that Facebook group and how your live ties to your Facebook groups for being mad in business, monetize, attract, automate, and dominate. Should you do this program? Well, it's not a program. It's a workshop. So I say, hell yeah, do it. If you can't attend live, are the sessions recorded? Absolutely. And people ask us this all the time, which I think is hilarious. You know, do celebrities take this course? It's a weird question. So I think you're delirious. And so don't ask me dumb stuff and buy the course already. That's what I think. So you can reserve your space. I share with you what Aisha Adams Roberts has already shared. I share with you some other testimonials of leaders that have already worked with us for their extraordinary success. I love my client, Linda De La Garza. Linda, you're on. I love you so much, girlfriend. And Linda is a phenomenal TV producer. She has her own platform on Better Homes and Daughters. And I love what she's been able to create. Holly and Terry and Monique, who is out of the country, and Roger, who runs, wrote an amazing book that we took to bestseller, Cash Slow to Cash Flow. Listen, we're about your extraordinary and unreasonable success. Unreasonable success. And I want you to win in a major way. So you should be at www.rockmylive.com. Choose your yes. You can do one payment at $398. You can do two payments at $249. And I know it's insane. I mean, I know that's an insane price. You do your first payment today, and the second payment you do a month from now. So we make it super easy for you. Super duper duper easy. Can you feel my excitement for you? I mean, can you really tell like how committed I am to your next best, bold, and brilliant move? And when you're in, I want you to post in the group thread, I'm in, and tag me in it. Let me know that you're in. Let me celebrate with you. Let me get excited with you. What I want you to understand is I've shared with you all of these statistics for a reason. Listen, I've proven the case for you. I've proven it through my own business. And I want you to model my success. Do I want you to put mirrors on your wall and have flowers behind you? Do I want you to drive the same luxury vehicle or live in the same gated community? Listen, you can look at people's success. And I have friends and I have clients that post their successes, and I'm proud of them. But that's not really what I'm here to teach and train you. That's not really what I'm here to get you to duplicate. You'll get there. But you got to add this snap in. You got to let people know about you and be brave enough. Taya, I want people to see you. I don't want you with money movers another year without the results that you truly desire. I can't afford that emotionally to see anyone in this community that's, you're stagnant, but why? Peter, what do you need? Johnny, what do you need? You want to make people successful with their books and their platforms, but do they know you exist? And is somebody waiting to produce their book, Johnny Mac? And you got the answer, but they ain't seeing you. Aisha, somebody waiting on love, waiting to get connected, but they're not seeing you. Kim, is somebody waiting to change their legacy on fitness and health and wellness. Wendy, is somebody waiting to see a 65-year-old that looks like you look, girl. Amazing. And you're not on the number one platform for them to experience you. Kim, is somebody looking for, where's my next brander? How is someone finding out that your solution exists? And I want you guys to think about this, because I got so many calculators on my desk. Y'all know I believe in that money. But it's not just about money, guys. It's about your influence. And it's about you also understanding that if month over month you were able to bring in 25 entry-level people at $199, that could be another $5,000 a month. You see that? $4,975 entry level. Through a product ascension strategy, what would it look like that, let's say, 5 of those people graduated and became consistent clients and spent with you time over time over time? And over the course of the year, 5 of those folks spent $2,000 over the course of the year, $10,000. And let's say that's happening month over month, over 10 months, that's another $100,000. And that's just stupid math I'm doing. I mean, that ain't even smart math. Like, I didn't even do real calculated math. So, do you guys like the offer? Are you guys excited about it? Are you guys jumping in? All right, let me jump in and let me see who is saying they're in. Let me see. Siobhan says, I'm in. Ebony says, I'm in. I love it, you guys. Okay. Let's see. Naomi says, I'm in. Woohoo! You guys are making me excited. Okay. Let's see. All right. Latara, Carmela, I'm so sorry. You guys have been waiting to jump in. I guess Christy must have jumped off for a second. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to see everybody that is jumping in. I love it. Kyra says, calls me Dr. Allyson Byrd. That is hilarious, Kyra. Susan says, I'm in. Susan! That makes me so happy. Because, Susan, I know you've been on the edge of that visibility for yourself. I know that. That makes me so happy for you. Makes me so happy. Siobhan says, I'm in. Come on, you guys. All right, Thomas, where are you? I want to see you jumping in. Jewel, what's going on? Tiffany, let me see you jumping in, guys. Leona, let me see how you guys are showing up. Let me see what you guys are bringing to the table. Manetta, let me see. Let's see. All right, I'm trying to see all the, hey, Michael, hey, Rondell, are you guys jumping in? Let me see what's happening for you guys. Let's see. Shannon, are you jumping in? What's happening, Linder? I'm going to just call you out, y'all, because Dana, I love it. Dana says, hurry up, Sharice. At the end of the day, Naomi, I love that you jumped into this. And thank you so much for last year sending me your book. And did you send me your book off of Instagram? Is that how we got connected? And then you sent your book to my office. Thank you so much for sending me your book. And then I talked about it on Facebook Live, actually. So let's see. Ivar, are you in? What's going on? Let's see. Mari, are you in? Let's see, we've got Mari and we've got Marie. All right, Paul, I'm going to ask you guys, are you guys in? D, now D, you've been in this community for a minute, and you and I have privately spoken, and let me just say, D, people need what you have. Dr. Venus Opal Reese introduced us, and you and I talked about your visibility back in 2016. It's time for you to be in. So I really hope that you've stepped into this and you're not staying on the phrase and on the edges anymore. You guys think I don't remember y'all. I remember y'all. I talked to you. I remember when you talked to Antonio, when you talked to Val. I remember when you guys are talking to folks on my team, Chantel, Dory, when they come back and tell me. I remember you guys. I love my business. And there's a reason why I work with 8 leaders on the agency side, and then I get to come and work with you guys because I can remember and I can be with you. I know what successes you're creating and what opportunities you're missing. All right. Tiffany says, this is amazing. Thank you, Allyson. I'm so glad that you guys love it. I'm so glad that you feel appreciated. And I know that I'm not always able to offer things that can monetarily meet you there. And I know that I don't always offer things that meet you where you are in the development of your business. I get that too. And what I know is that this fits. It fits all of you. And I also know that we made this as bare bones on cost as we could. I don't get controlled by what's in your bank account. Be clear on that, because I'm a charge when I'm a charge. And I'm conscious of how I can support you and make sure that you're winning your way, winning on your level, and that we're continually bringing you solutions that you get to say yes to and feel really good about your yes. All right. D says, I have a memory like an elephant. I do, but I don't look like one. I'm fine, honey. Y'all been seeing my workouts on Facebook Live? All right. Carmela says, I'm in. What's up, Carmela? All right. Let's see. So you guys are great. This is good. Okay. How long will the replays be available? Good question. So when you get the replays, we actually send them in downloadable format so that you can own them. So for those of you that are maybe thinking about growing your team, so right now, great question. Let's say right now you're a solopreneur. And so you're going to be the content developer, the writer, the producer, all that great stuff, which I was as well when I started. Remember, I stumbled into $101,494. I stumbled. So I didn't have a team helping me produce it at all. So I was solo. So I'm going to teach you how to do it that way. And guess what else gets to happen? Now you get to download those videos and the replays, own it, so that when your team comes and you expand, let's say you expand to a technical VA, a social media VA, let's say you expand and you start using some of the things that I'll teach you on how to repurpose your lives. Some of you have seen it where it shows that I'm live, but I'm not really live. We're repurposing them. You may not even know that we do that. You think I'm live, and I'm not. I'm on a date with a man who's fine and smells good and looks good and touches me nice. Okay. Anyway, but you don't know that. You don't know, and I'm going to show you my secrets. All right. So not to get in the man that's tall and fine and smells good and touches me nice, but I'm going to show you the secrets to the Facebook Live, because you think I'm there on live, but I'm with my man. Okay. So anyway, let me bring it back. Y'all know when I get to talking about men and juiciness, I get distracted, but you get to download those recordings and own them in your library. So you own them. So it's not on a link that is, sometimes you get links that are blocked. You actually get the download and then you get to own it. So you get to own it for a lifetime, however long you keep the download. Great question. Oh, Naomi says, no, I found out about you all through your showing up on Facebook Live. Whoa. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad that you're here. And Naomi, you've been in our community for a long time and never been a buyer. And so this is a true testament of what it looks like to be consistent and what it looks like to be committed and not be caught up in the disease of comparison and competition. Because I could say, hey, so-and-so is on and I shouldn't be on and they're better than me and they're this. I don't say none of that. I don't say none of that. I don't look to the right and I don't look to the left. I look in the mirror. Somebody need to get that today. Stop looking to the right and stop looking to the left and look in the mirror. Because when you look in the mirror, you'll see your next direction for extraordinary success. Let's see. Okay, I see you guys. Okay, let me jump in and look. I see you here. Blessing, is that your first name, Blessing? Is that your real first name? I adore it. She says, I'm in. Dee says, I love you, Allyson, I'm in. See what happens when somebody makes a stand for you in love and in admiration. And you guys may wonder why I always say that I love you and I admire you and I respect you, because I think that on these platforms, there's some distance that's created. And sometimes some of my counterparts speak like Moses from the mountain. And they're like, I am the God of webinars. I am the God of money and systems. And I am the amazing one. And look at me and my amazing house and my amazing cars. And it creates so much distance. And I don't not love the houses and the cars and the beauty. And I love it. I love my home. I love my space. I mean, you know, I love it. You guys know I run a staff for my home. Jeanette's my personal assistant. Martha and Griselda clean my home. Like, you guys know that, but you know it just because you see them. You see them on Snapchat. You see, I don't tout that as the duplicatable methodology. I don't like being distant from you. I like knowing you. And I love and respect you because we are the same. And we're the same because we're all working to do our divine calling. And we're looking at, how do I work my calling, my purpose, my passion, and my profits? Like, we're all figuring it out. And I may be figuring it out 10 steps ahead of you. And I may be running a multi-million-dollar company, but I wasn't running a multi-million-dollar company in 2008. And now I'm 8 years later and I'm here. I don't want to leave you. I won't leave you. I won't leave you behind. Now, does that mean I start a charity and I'm like, hey, everybody, learn from me for free? I can't do that. I'm not in that space. So I am not necessarily in that philanthropy, but I am in that benevolence. And the benevolence is, how do I get my people, my money movers, something that they need, a solution that is their next? And how do I do it in a way that, number one, they can learn and they can get their entrepreneurial education that they need now, that's relevant. They can get it. Number two, how do I get it to them where they don't have to travel and there's not an inconvenience there? Number three, how do I do it in a way where they can quickly and easily say yes? Number four, how do I get them to identify winning their way? And number five, how do I ensure that they feel seen, heard, acknowledged, respected, and honored? And I feel like in this community, if you feel that way, you'll trust yourself bigger, because I know if I feel that way, I trust myself bigger. And so I love you through the way that I love. And then I hope that that translates. You know, 5 love languages says love differently, you know, love the way. And I can't do all that because I don't know each of you individually, but I know that the human says, do you see me? Do you hear me? Do you know who I am? And do I matter? I know the statistics show that, you know, 66% of you feel invisible, unnecessary, and invaluable sometimes. And I know that that impacts how you show up in business. And that 66% is not static. It's not just that 66%. It's not a constant, which means I could be a part of the 66% on Tuesday, but I'm not a part of the 66% on Wednesday. I'm clear on Wednesday. On Monday, I'm down in the dumps, but by Wednesday, I'm clear. And on Monday, you could be clear. And by Wednesday, you see what I'm saying? So I don't know where you are today. And so that's why I do affirmations and remind you and bring you in and draw you in, because I don't know where your mental faculties are. I don't know where your heart space is. I don't know what you believe about yourself today. I don't know if somebody canceled a contract that you thought was the big break. And now you go, oh, you know, it don't even matter if I do Facebook Live. Everybody's going to lie to me anyway. That's not real. And so that's why I come first placing unapologetic assaults on what's not real, and we do affirmations together. And then I build through data and information. So I give you your blueprint for understanding. I give you your pathway to take action. I give you the community in which to be nurtured, and I give you the knowledge that you need for next. You hear that, Susan? You hear that scripting? That's your script, girl. That's your script, by the way. All right. Marion says, she's traveling today. Hi, Marion. Marion's going to be with me in San Antonio in just a few weeks for a private VIP day. Ebony says, I've only been in your community for 2 weeks, but I love you. Only 2 weeks. Now that's some conversion, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So listen, I told you guys I was sleepy. Oh, Blessing says, it is my real name. How great is that? Don't y'all love that name, Blessing? I love that. All right, so I see you guys. As you're jumping in, please continue to post throughout the day. Thank you for being on this private invitation. And thank you for saying yes. For those of you that say yes, yes, woo! I'm glad you're here. Thank you for letting me be your success mentor. And thank you for trusting me. I mean, I'd go out on a limb, guys, telling you guys the real deal about my life. I'm Black from the South, limited education, and I just decided to go for it. And every day I wake up going for it again and bigger. Some days I'm scared. Some days I'm sad. Some days I'm determined. Some days I'm conflicted. Some days I'm aware. Some days I'm conscious. And some days I just am sleepy. Some days I'm pissed off. Some days I'm broken. Some days I'm bruised. Some days I'm competitive. Some days I'm fearful. Some days I feel really smart. And some days I feel like, why did I ever start this? Who the hell told me I could do this? And I question myself. I am you and you are me. I know we go through this. But the reason that I like putting formulas and systems in place is because even when things aren't working the way we wanted them to, the system supports us to perform. So I want you to think about this. When you go, I don't want to be on live. My husband made me mad. My wife made me mad. My partner made me mad. Business isn't working. But you've got a schedule. You already know what you're supposed to talk about. You've already put your reminders out. You've already built your infographics. You've already done all the pre-work. You guys are going to be shocked when I show you how much I recycle. You're going to be shocked. And so when you get that, then you can say, let me just go in and for this 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, however long your content calendar says you need to be committed for, then you'll say, you know what? I can do it. And you'll pull up your big boy pants and you'll pull up your big girl pants and you'll be able to do it because the system supports you to perform because structure gives you freedom. All right. So thank you guys for jumping into the structure that will give you freedom called fame, fortune, and Facebook Live. If you had one word to describe your experience of our time together today, what would that one word be? Tag me in the post so that I can celebrate with you. If you're in, make sure you tag me and let me know that you're in so that I can celebrate with you. If you're on the fence, find a way to get off of it and find a way to choose. Empower and beyond possibility and into probability for your ultimate and most extraordinary success. It is with all honor and love and respect that I show up for you in the fullness of my giftedness, in the fullness of my skill set, in the fullness of my knowledge. And I bring it to you and I say, let's go and let's grow together. Until next time, this is Allyson Byrd, your Profit Accelerator, your success mentor, lover of humanity, and business benevolent queen is what I'm going to say, because I love being benevolent and giving to you at a time when you need it most. Let's go and continue changing the world together. Until next time, you guys, have a great, amazing day. Bye.